Welcome back to the vlog, y'all. It's Arnold prep. I guess this first 4 weeks is going to be prep. It's going to be fake prep. I think it's going to be really challenging. You know what? I don't want to put this out into the universe, but I'm going to say it anyway, so I guess I am going to put it out into the universe. I think the first 4 weeks are going to be very hard for me because the list won't be out. So I'm going to be prepping without even knowing if I'm actually doing the show. So today is Monday, November 19th. And I wasn't going to start this vlog until I started prep. But I think that I'll do I don't know, maybe I'll upload this, maybe I won't, we're going to find out. I probably will. If I film it, I might as well. But okay, so let's talk about it. First off, I told SWV, I was like, I'm done vlogging for now. I just don't have anything to vlog about. And then I looked up how much time there was until I mentally wanted to start prep for the Arnold. And it's in 2 weeks. December 6th is 12 weeks out from the Arnold, which is how long I wanted to prep for the Arnold. 8 weeks is absolutely not even close to enough. I did 6 weeks for the Olympia, which really was 3 weeks, because the first 3 weeks was am I doing it? I'm not sure if I'm doing it. Okay, well, Ruben has this show. I'm just going to eat this stuff with him. Oh, okay, we're going to the Olympia. I'm going to intuitive eat. I wasn't really in prep. I was only in prep really for 3 and some change, almost 4 weeks. But I don't think that 8 weeks is going to be enough. If I want this to be the cherry on top of my bodybuilding career, I want this to be the best physique I've ever had, best routine I've ever had. I want this to be the best show I've ever had. Then 8 weeks is just not going to cut it. So I think that I need 12, maybe 10, but I think 12 to be safe. Because you guys know me, I get in my head and I don't want to be writing it tight. I want to be ready ahead. So I was like, that's in 2 weeks. I think it's in 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks or something like that. It's not very far. I think it's 2 weeks and 3 days if I remember correctly, which is so soon. I was like, well, I knew I was going to do a prep vlog. If my prep vlog's starting in 2.5 weeks, I might as well just start today. So anyway, I just listened to the song that I want to use for my new routine, because I'm not doing the same routine that I did for Ben Weeder. I was going to do the same song, but to be honest, you guys, I just wasn't feeling it. I liked it, but I never liked it more than I liked my level up routine. And even when I watch it back, I'm I don't know, this just doesn't feel the music just didn't feel as powerful to me, as exciting. It just, no amount of skill. I just don't think that I could ever make that routine what I want it to be. So I was like, you know what? I had another idea. I think this is my last chance to give this idea a run. It's completely different stylistically than I normally do music wise. But I just have a vision. So I'm hoping that it will work. So I'm very excited about this routine. I haven't started a single piece of choreography. I don't even have music cut. I just know the song, the main song that I want to use, and that's all that I have. So anyway, prep starts in 2.5 weeks, and again, I want it to be the best prep I've ever had. I'm 140. I think I woke up at 141 this morning, so I mean, that's pretty heavy considering I woke up on show day at 133. So I mean, it's 8 pounds up. It's 8 pounds up, but realistically, y'all, remember I was freaking 137 4 days before the show. So is it really 8 pounds up or is it 4 pounds up? Either way, I absolutely cannot go over 143. I can't go over 143. So I'm going to try to build as much muscle as I can in the next few weeks. But realistically, I'm not going to come in with a significantly more muscular physique. It's just not going to happen, as much as I have talked about oh, I'm going to spend this whole year building muscle and I'm going to build my back, I'm going to build my shoulders. It's just not the reality of how much time that I have. My best option is to hammer as much as I can on the back and shoulders over the next 15 weeks, including during prep. But realistically, I just got to come in peeled. I really want this to be the best back that I've ever had as far as conditioning wise, because I'm not going to build a lot of muscle, but obviously the more conditioned you are, the better your back looks. I feel someone like Amber Steffen, or even D Cheeks, or who else? Cerise. These are people who don't necessarily have big backs, but they come in peeled. so their backs look really good. So that's kind of, I think, like my only option at this point. I'm not going to get a bigger back, not much, but I can get in better condition. So the goal is to beat the Titans look and beat the Titans routine. I hope I get picked. That'll suck to like spend, I mean, granted, it'll only be 4 weeks, but like 4 weeks of prep. And I'm assuming, this is me saying only 4 weeks. So that's assuming that they put the list out like early January. Like, what if they don't put the list out until I'm 8 weeks into prep? I'll be so mad if I prep for that long and I'm not on the list. But anyway, the deadline to apply is in 2 weeks. So let's do it, y'all. Let's do it. Okay. So I thought that I hit record, but then it wasn't recording, and now it is. Anyway, so I'm on my way to Friendsgiving for Burn Boot Camp. I'm like, I don't know, a couple minutes away. But I was just looking, and last year's list for the Arnold, sorry y'all can't see me. Last year's list for the Arnold was posted on social media on December 15th. So it looks like, I guess maybe the only year I really, really paid attention to it was the last time that I applied, which was after the 2022 Olympia. Like, so for 2023, I applied and I didn't get selected, but they didn't put that list out until late. Like, so I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, when is this list gonna come out? When is this list gonna come out? And it was like 7 weeks out that they put the list out. So last year, I guess I just didn't pay attention because I didn't apply, but I just scrolled all the way back on the Arnold Sports page and saw that they posted the US list on December 15th and the UK list on December 22nd. So I don't know if there's a UK Arnold this year. It doesn't seem like something, I feel like they don't do it every year. I know they like changed ownership or something like that. I haven't seen anything about the UK Arnold, so I'm assuming there's not one. And plus, I wouldn't apply for the UK Arnold anyway because you have to pay your own way to that. And like, I'm not going to the UK. Like, the only people that get their trip paid are like last year's winner. Or like maybe last year's top 3 or something. Either way, it wouldn't be me. I'd be paying for a trip to London. And it's just not that serious to me. So anyway, December 15th is when they announced it last year. And like I said, I was thinking like, oh, prep is going to start December 6th. So I don't really mind starting prep December 6th, like doing a week of prep and then, you know, maybe finding out a week into my prep that I'm not doing the show. You know, that's a lot different than doing 4, 5, 6 weeks of prep and then finding out you're not doing the show. So I appreciate that last year they posted the list a lot earlier, and I hope they do the same thing this year. So anyway, that's actually all I wanted to come on here and say, is that we will know the list sooner than I anticipated, which makes me a little bit nervous, but also again is very exciting and a big relief, because I was thinking like, how much time am I going to have to be in prep without knowing if I'm doing the show or not. So anyway, that's all. Headed to Burn Boot Camp Friendsgiving, and I will check in with y'all, I don't know, tomorrow or in a couple days. This is wild. Okay, so this has nothing to do with anything other than I'm just complaining. Not really complaining. Okay, so, well, I'm not going to show you guys my car. Just know it's back there. You don't need to see my license plate. Anyway, back there. These other cars. Okay? Reagan gets out of school in like 2 minutes. I'm normally here like 30 minutes early just so that I can park close. But I was so damn tired, y'all. Like, I was like, I have to lay down in the bed. Like, I don't want to get there early and lay down or like relax, sit, rest in the car. I need to lay down in the bed right now. I don't want to pick her up and then lay down in the bed. I'll lay down in the bed right now. And when I tell you guys that like, maybe it was 10 extra minutes that I stayed at home, made a huge difference. As you can see, I'm still walking past cars. Yesterday, I was here like, again, 30 minutes before school. I was this car. I was the second car from the corner. Sorry, my camera's foggy. I was the second car from the corner. The school's right, like literally right there. Today, I'm like the 20th car. Reagan's gonna lose her shit when she realizes we gotta walk a mile to the car. Should have brought the stroller. Should have brought the stroller so I could push her. But anyway, I didn't. Are you sure you... Oh my gosh, silly girl. It's okay. Are you sure you don't want to give it to Uncle?
No.
Okay, we're gonna give it to Uncle?
No. What if not? We can get some.
Get some from the store for you?
5 for me and two for Arnold.
Okay, who's this one for? For you? Haven't you already had one? You just want it? Pass it to your feet. Good morning, everybody. It's so weird to not intro my vlog, like intro my video with prep vlog or regular vlog, because I've been doing that for the last 2 months. But now that I only have this one vlog, I don't have to do it anymore. Anyway, so it's Thursday morning. It's the 21st. I am, as usual, running late on a Thursday morning. Holy smokes, these people are coming around the corner hot. I literally told Ruben, okay, I have to leave at 7:45. I was like, I have to leave earlier than I normally do because every single time I'm like, I get caught in traffic and I'm like surprised that I'm running late. So at 7:45, I start getting like my things gathered. I didn't get out of my apartment until 7:52. And then I remembered I got to go to my mom's to pick something up. So I'm going to be on my normal timeline, running it tight, and my gas light's on, but I'll drive my gas light on. I don't care. I'll get gas after I train. It's not that my light just turned on. Okay, that I just talked about nothing. Hold on. Okay, I had to pick up towels from my mom's house. Okay, so I was 140 this morning. This sun is crazy, and my sunglasses are at home. I was 140 this morning, which, to be honest, is not bad considering the fact that I was 137 like 4 days out from my show. I mean, I've been eating like, I haven't been eating like crazy like I did after Titans. But that's also because I know that I have another show coming up, so I cannot do what I did after Titans. Like, I can't have the Arnold be another Ben Weeder. Like, it just can't happen. So we had Friendsgiving. I ate at Friendsgiving. I mean, nothing crazy. Ham. Someone made some bacon wrapped carrots and they were delicious. Salad. Like, I had dessert, right? Like, I had a piece of cake. I had some apple pie. Yesterday was my little brother's birthday, so we went to Olive Garden for dinner. I had a little mini buntini, not even like the personal size one, like the one that's literally this big. I had one of those. So nothing really wild as far as the food goes. On the way home from the airport, I got a cinnamon roll. Other than that, like, it's been normal stuff. I mean, I got bone-in chicken thighs because I know I'm about to go back to chicken breasts, and your girl loves a bone-in chicken thigh. So I got that. So that's like the protein I'm making. I also did get 93 lean ground turkey, and we still have chicken. Excuse me. We still have chicken that I prepped before Ben Weeder. That was just like in a vacuum seal bag. So we took that out, and now we have that. So I'm not being out of control. I'm eating like how I normally would eat. Like, not in my post-show, I have to eat everything phase. Just in my normal life. Like, mostly nutritious decisions with some treats here and there, right? So, like I said, 140. Digestion is a little bit better than it was. I mean, I've pooped more in the last probably 2 days than I did in like 2 weeks during my prep. That's also because I have more food, right? I haven't worked out at all. I thought about working out yesterday, but I was like, you know what, Andrea, just give yourself a few more days because my neck is still bothering me. I'm going to get an adjustment tomorrow. I'm just catching y'all up. I'm going to get an adjustment tomorrow. I will probably lift tomorrow, or maybe just do cardio and skills. So that's like obviously my big focus during this is like skills. I am trying to put skills in my routine that usually take people like, I would say, years to perfect. I'm not going to have them perfected by the Arnold, but I'm just hoping that they're good enough for me to put them in the routine, right? They're going to be risky. Well, really only one of the skills that I'm anticipating using is risky, and it's going to be the first thing that I do. So I have my music like set in my mind. I've made like a very rough cut of it. I might send it off to my DJ guy, like my music producer, to make it sound like, you know, put backbeats, and I don't really think sound effects work with this particular style. I'm not going to share the song just yet, but it is going to feel more like the type of routines that like Abby does, or Arika. Who else does performances like this? Even like Jess's routine was just like that. It's like one song that's like very dramatic on its own. It doesn't need a mix or like, you know, but because of my personality, I do still want a little bit of like some sort of remixing going on to it. So again, maybe it's just backbeats, maybe it's just smoother transitions. I don't really know. Excuse me, but I'm not going to do that until I find out if there's a list. I'm not going to go have someone make music, pay for this music. Like, I'm not going to like do all that and then find out I'm not on the list. So I have this rough draft. and I'm starting mental choreography, like putting some pieces together, but I'm not really gonna like hammer like the details of this routine until I know I'm on that list. Ruben said I need to start now with my prep. So we're about 14 weeks out. Actually, tomorrow I think makes exactly 14 weeks. Maybe 15. I don't know. Whatever it is, tomorrow makes exactly something. December 6th is 12 weeks out. So a week before that is the 29th or something like that. Week before that is tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, tomorrow makes exactly 14 weeks out. Ruben's like, you need to start now. So I said, okay, well, let me give it through my birthday. Let's meet in the middle. You want me to do a 14-week prep? I wanted to do a 12-week prep. Let's do 13. So we have Friendsgiving this weekend. We have Thanksgiving and my birthday next week. And then I'm going to start prep. And then I'm going to like take Christmas off. And then we are going to a wedding in January in Mexico. It's not even a one day. It's a destination wedding. We're going to be there for 3 days. So we're going to see what my body is looking like. I have been on prep on vacation before. I went on a cruise in prep before. So it's not like I can't do it, but it'll be like, damn, we like paid all this money to come to this all-inclusive resort and like I'm going to be eating tuna packets. So we're going to figure out what my body looks like at that point, because at that point I will only be 4 weeks out, because it's the end of January. So it's not, we just have to see what my body looks like by then. So I'm going to like make sure I work really, really, really hard and like string together as many perfect prep days as possible. So that maybe I have some flexibility at that point in time. I've never done like, you know, my prep between Arizona and Titans was pretty much perfect every single day. Like I think I maybe had 1 or 2 days that weren't perfect prep days, like once I started. So I'm just thinking like if we're doing a 13-week prep and I am committing myself, we are doing perfect prep days. I really feel like this could be a really good showing for me, especially because I have more time than I did at Ben Weider. Like Ben Weider, I just think we were pushing too hard for too long and I had to do damage control. Like right now I'm being a little bit more under control and we're not going to have to push as hard because we're doing a longer prep. So I'm hoping that with this little tiny bit of break and then not jumping straight into like 1,000 calorie 6 hours a week cardio, 7 hours a week cardio, my body will do better. I'm going to try to get blood work on Saturday. I know like a lot of you are probably like, Andrea, you should be getting blood work before you decide to do another prep. Especially since your body like wasn't responding during Ben Weider. But I don't have time to do that. I mean, I do. I'm doing it on Saturday. That is before prep. So anyway, just hopefully if my numbers come back and everything is just it's like a complete shit show, then we'll address that and we'll figure out like, okay, do we need to not do the Arnold? But I think if it's just like a little sketchy, we'll just push one more prep. It's my last prep. And it's my last show. It's a show that I'll have no pressure as far as like trying to win. So I think I'll be able to like be really present and have fun to just do my best. And that's also why I'm like kind of taking a risk on this routine, because I'm not going to win. Like realistically at Ben Weider, if my body would have been coming in at Ben Weider, you guys, to be completely honest, I would have done my old routine, because I know my old routine would have ranked higher than the one that I just did. Even though they were like very similar routines, a lot of it was the same choreography. I just think the music wasn't I just don't think it did the same thing. So all that to say is it's the Arnold. I have no pressure to win. I'm not going to win the Arnold. So I just really want to have like the best showing that I can possibly have. But also, like I said, I can take a risk with the routine, because there's no like, man, if I would have done this, I would have won the routine and I would have won. Like I don't have that risk. So I can kind of be a little bit more like, what am I trying to say? I can just be a little bit more adventurous with the approach that I take to my routine. So anyway, I am excited to see who's going to be on this list, because I know Jacqueline applied, which she's going to be on the list, obviously. Tam applied. I'm sure she's going to be on the list. She just got 5th in the world, or 6th. I don't know. Shelly applied. No, she got 5th and Tam got 6th. So that's already 3 people that are definitely going to be on the list. I know Danielle DaCosta applied. She hasn't competed since the Olympia 2022. Oh, no. She competed after that once last year. She competed 2 years ago or something like that. And what year is it? It's 2024. I don't know. I think she competed at Van 2023. Anyway, she hasn't competed in a very long time. So I hope she gets selected anyway, just because I love Danielle. I think Michelle Gales applied. She said she has applied every single year. So I asked her, but I forgot what she said. And then I don't know who else applied for it. So we're going to find out. Like I said, to be honest, I'm not really like concerned about the competition part of it. I don't think Abby applied. I know she said she's taking a long break. I don't think Karina applied. Maybe Heather applied. Maybe Kristen Pope will apply. She just switched coaches, so maybe they'll feel like, yeah, let's push it one more time. So I don't know. We're going to find out, especially because I think her main critique on her physique was just conditioning, which you can do conditioning. I don't think she needs like a big off season. So I don't know. We're going to find out in maybe a few weeks time. Until then, I am assuming I am going to be on this list. Until stated otherwise, I am assuming I'm going to be on this list. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. It's technically check-in day, but I'm not checking in. I'm not doing that right now. Not for any good reason other than I work on Friday mornings. We got to move my check-in day. Actually, I think I'm supposed to move my check-in day. I don't know. Anyway, 1:40 again this morning. I don't really anticipate, to be honest, a ton of like upward movement past 1:40. I think this is like where my body currently wants to live. And I'm not again, I told you guys, I'm eating treats, but I'm not I'm eating also normal food. After Titans, there was no normal food. Like, straight up. I would go get street tacos, and then for my next meal, I would go to whatever, Rubio's, and then I would go I was out of control. The spending and the eating. Now it's okay, I went to 7-Eleven to get gas and then an energy drink, and I also got a cookie from 7-Eleven. Or again, I told you guys it was my little brother's birthday and I had one little tiny thing. We do have a Friendsgiving tomorrow. I'm so excited about that. We were not supposed to have any desserts. I don't think anybody planned to bring desserts. But then someone's bringing a pumpkin pie, but I don't like pumpkin pie. So I was well, if we're eating dessert, I'm making a cheesecake. So me and Ruben have so many recipes that we send to each other back and forth during prep, an ungodly amount of recipes, you guys. The ones that I share on Instagram, that's probably a tenth of the recipes that Ruben and I share back and forth, mostly Ruben sharing with me. One of the recipes that has been shared is a strawberry crunch cheesecake, and we love a cheesecake, okay? We love a cheesecake. And I also happen to know that the people that we're doing Friendsgiving with love a cheesecake too, because they're clients of Ruben's, and after both of their shows, we went to Cheesecake Factory, and me and one of the wives, we just joke about how much we love cheesecake. Not really joke, but anyway, I'm making a cheesecake. I said, I've seen y'all at Cheesecake Factory. So I'm going to make a strawberry crunch cheesecake. Back in my day, I used to be a cheesecake aficionado. In college, I had springform pans. Most college students have disposable aluminum pans, and that's it. I had springforms. Now, if you don't know anything about cheesecake, they're the special cheesecake pans. That's how much I was making cheesecake. Y'all, I should have been a chef. Anyway, so I'm gonna make a strawberry crunch cheesecake, and I'm so excited about it. But other than that, we're just having normal, making greens, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese. We're gonna have a turkey. I wish we would have a ham, but I don't want to add it to my personal list of things that I'm making. So I'm just gonna have to deal with turkey tomorrow. It is what it is. I'll have ham at my Thanksgiving in 3 days. Let's see. My opening handstand skill is feeling pretty good. Y'all, I'm doing it multiple times a day, every single day. I am logging these hours. I do have to start doing cardio though, soon, because skill cardio, because this routine is going to be hard. Not necessarily because I'm doing a lot of significantly harder skills. I actually think I'm probably doing less number of skills. If you just tally how many skills I'm doing in this routine, it's probably less. It's moving a little bit slower than I normally like to move. But these types of skills just take more out of me. It is harder for me to do my handstand, hold it for a second, then drop it down to whatever, croc, I guess. I don't know really what it's called. It's harder for me to do that than it is for me just to do a round of I can full. So it's slower, It's not a lot slower. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm not like losing like the things that are good about my routines. But I think it's going to be a lot harder for me, so I just got to make sure my endurance is like up to snuff, because that's one thing that I think separates people, is how tired they look at the end of their routine. And I've gotten the feedback before that I look tired at the end of my routine. So I don't want to do that. Anyway, it's the 22nd. So the application closes in 8 days. Technically 9. December 1st. I think December 1st is I don't know if December 1st is the last day or if November 30th is the last day. It doesn't really matter, like, because the list isn't going to come out until a couple weeks after that. Ruben hasn't decided if he's applying or not. I mean, I think his break has been long enough that if he wanted to apply and if he did get selected, I think he would have a good prep, right? Like, remember at the end of the Olympia prep, I was like, Ruben is done. He doesn't need to do any more shows. He needs to take some time off. Like, he's taking time off now. Like, obviously he has not had an off season, but I think mentally, I think that Ruben could lock in for one single prep to do the Arnold and then take off a long time like he wants to. We're both kind of in the same boat where we want to take off a long time, but the Arnold is like right now, and it feels like a good opportunity to just like do it this one time and then take a long time off. So I don't really know. Anyway, I'm losing my voice, so I'm gonna finish my coffee and stop talking. Okay, good morning, everybody. Still Friday. Did I do a video this morning? I think I did. Yes, because I was talking about my voice being gone. Still Friday. I am headed home from the gym. So I trained the 2 camps, and then I was gonna go to Powerhouse before I went home. You know, I got to get Reagan for school and all that good stuff. Just because I really wanted to lift today, but I have a lot to do today, so I wanted to do it early before I went home and started doing all that stuff. However, I trained this morning. It was a full body strength, and when I was training, I was like, this actually looks really good. I normally don't like full body strength days because they have stupid ass moves like a sumo squat to back fly. Like, what kind of sumo squat am I doing if I can back fly these dumbbells? Like, I sumo squat like 100 pounds. I back fly like 12s. We actually do have a sumo squat to back fly in next week's workout. Anyway, I normally don't like full body strength at Burn Boot Camp because it's a lot of combo moves like that, reverse lunge to hammer curl, like things like that I just like don't like. However, today was not like that. It was like as if I were to do a full body day at Powerhouse. Every move was its own muscle group. There was just all the muscle groups. So I was like, you know what, this looks pretty good. You know, there were pull-ups, there were squats, there were shoulder presses, there were rows, like there was all the good stuff. So I just did that, and now I'm on my way home. I feel really good, you guys. Like, I don't know if it's just because I haven't worked out like hard and heavy in a while, like, because even like obviously it's been like a week since the show, so I haven't done anything this week, but then even peak week I was just doing little like pump workouts. Like, I was working hard, but it's different. It's a different type of hard work when you're doing lower weight, higher rep, and you're just trying to get a pump, versus today I was like really lifting heavy. You know, I did deadlifts with a 70-pound dumbbell, so that's only 140. Like, what? Not only 140 is still a heavy-ish deadlift. Now, when I'm doing the barbell, I go a little bit heavier than that, but realistically, like, dumbbells are harder than barbells. Like, you can get the same amount out of less weight with dumbbells, if that makes sense. So I mean, I was going heavy, and I felt strong, and I like saw vascularity in my arms. Like, I was just like, you couldn't tell me nothing today. And then I also got like a lot of my work done that I normally don't get done until the end of the weekend for next week for work, because I don't, like, it's my birthday, it's Thanksgiving, like I don't want to be working in the middle of the week. So got all my work done, lifted heavy, like I feel good. I got a lot to do today. Like I said, we have Friendsgiving tomorrow. I'm super excited for that. And Reagan's getting her hair rebraided. She might not be excited, but I'm excited for her to get her hair rebraided. Her hair's getting long, like just from keeping it in braids and not fussing around with it all the time. Like my mom took her braids out last night. And I'm like, wow, your hair's long. But anyway, I think that's really it. I just want to say like how good I felt. I'm probably going to be really hungry today. Just because that's what happens when you lift heavy, especially if you haven't lifted heavy in a long time. Your appetite goes up, but I'm okay with a high appetite for now. Because again, I'm starting prep next week. So it's going to be 2 to 3 weeks of prep without a list. Oh, y'all, I better make this Arnold list, because I'm feeling like, and I haven't had this discussion with Ruben, so I mean, by the time this video is uploaded, I'll probably have this discussion with Ruben, maybe. I feel like if I'm not on the Arnold list, I still want to do another show. Like, only because, not because I want to compete again necessarily, but because of like all of the work that I'm putting in right now and like how excited I am about this Arnold like presentation that I know I'm gonna have. I know I'm gonna have a banging physique. I know I'm gonna have a really cool routine. Like if I don't get on the Arnold list, I feel like I still want to be able to show those things. So I'm gonna want to do a show. But like if I bring like period, y'all, unless Allison's there or I don't know, Tam, like there's only like a limited number of people, like no shade, there's only a limited number of people that I feel like would beat me even at my best. At my best, I think I'm hard to beat. So I'm just like thinking, man, if I compete in another show and I'm freaking firing on all cylinders, what if I win? And then I have to do the Olympia. I don't want to do all, I can't commit to that. But let's be honest, I did 6 shows and didn't win, so let's not get ahead of yourself, Andrea. Let's not get ahead of yourself. But I'm just thinking, like, if I'm not on the Arnold list, I still really want to do, like, what I've conceptualized in my mind about this routine. I've already been working on these skills so much. And I'm, like, really mentally locked in to the prep, like, the mental part of it. I'm like, ugh, what if I'm not on the list? What a waste. It's going to be, like, blue balls for prep. Anyway, we're going to cross that. Ooh, sorry, this person was, like, getting over, and I didn't know if they saw me. We're going to cross that bridge when we get there. I think I might actually take this video only to Sunday. I was thinking like, man, this is going to be a 2-week video because I don't have that much to talk about. But now I feel like I've had 2 like 5 to 10 minute long videos plus like the little bit of clips that I had. So this might be long enough to constitute a full video. If it's over 30 minutes, I'm posting it. If it's not like right now, then I'm just going to keep filming until it is. Good morning, everybody. So it is Sunday. I'm just trying to crack into this fresh collagen because I'm out of my other one. Listen, I told my members at boot camp, I'm going to tell y'all, out of all the supplements that I take, like my daily supplements, collagen, specifically the burn collagen, why can't I open this? Is my ride or die. This is the only supplement that I take, that I only take the burn brand, just so y'all know, my non-burn people, because you can't order it, okay? Vital Proteins does not have all the same types of collagen. Collagen has like type 1, type 2, type 3. Vital Proteins does not have, I can't remember which one it is. They have like type 1 and type 3 and they don't have type 2, or they have type 1 and type 2 and they don't have type 3. Whatever it is, Vital Proteins, what I say is like they have the beauty, they're like the beauty collagen, so it's like good for skin, nails, and that's fine. Like obviously I'm sure people want that too, but if you're taking collagen because you want to have improved like joint pain, like cartilage, Vital Proteins, you have to buy their special like athlete version. I don't think it's called athlete, it's called something though. It's like, it's not the normal Vital Proteins that you get from Costco. It's like a different subset, different product that they offer. So anyway, if you're like, man, I've been taking collagen, my knees still hurt, because you're taking the wrong one. So anyway, Burn Boot Camp does have the one for knees. It's not specifically knees, but for me, it's my knees. The one for joints. That's why I take it every single day, faithfully. Like other stuff, I use the Burn Boot Camp stuff. Like I use the Burn Boot Camp creatine, I use the Burn Boot Camp electrolytes, and all that other stuff, like whey protein, but the collagen is the only one that I only use Burn Boot Camp brand. I'm about to go get another creatine. Anyway, y'all didn't ask for all that. Okay, so let's see. First off, while I'm here, even though I'm not even wearing a Crazy Yoga top or sports bra, I am wearing Crazy Yoga pants. Crazy Yoga Black Friday sale, I'm going to plug it. Crazy Yoga is already super inexpensive, very affordable. And they have a Black Friday sale, 20 to 50% off. Like already, I mean, the leggings are, I don't know, $40 at the max. Like very inexpensive activewear. I wouldn't say it's like exact Lulu dupe, because I actually don't like Lulu, but I do like Crazy Yoga. But like branding wise, it's a Lulu dupe and they have a lot of the same stuff. So if you're shopping on there, and the link is obviously going to be in the description of this video, because yes, I am doing a full commercial right now. That was unplanned, but if you're shopping on there, Butterlux is insane. From my Lulu heads, they said Butterlux is better than Align. So if you wear Align by Lulu, they said Butterlux is better than Align. It is so unbelievably soft. There's also Naked Feel, which is what I have on right now. I like Naked Feel. Listen, I love Butterlux too, but what I like about Naked Feel is that it's still like that synthetic material, so it doesn't pill. The Butterlux, like in between the thighs, after several wears. I've had mine for years. After several wears, like if the inside of your legs touch, you will get a little bit of pilling in there. The Naked Feel doesn't pill because it's like a different material. The Hugged Feel is like snug. So if you want pants to pull you in there, the Hugged Feel is the best one. But I typically wear Naked Feel just because I have some Hugged Feel, but I only wear those when I'm like feeling like I need to be pulled in. Personally, I like everything with pockets, but they offer stuff without pockets. They have different lengths, 25, 28, 26. I don't know. I always get the 28 length because I want my pants to go like all the way down to my ankles. They obviously have like capris and stuff like that too. So anyway, the link is in my bio. My link doesn't get you any additional discount, but I still do get commission. So if y'all want to shop the Black Friday sale, please do that. Okay, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to catch y'all up. We had Friendsgiving yesterday. It was so fun. Y'all, I turned up in the kitchen, okay? Macaroni and cheese went off. There was not everybody didn't even get macaroni and cheese, okay? And if you are a Black person, you know how important that macaroni, is. The girl who was hosting her daughter, it's like a teenager, she's like, is someone bringing macaroni? Like, who's bringing macaroni? And her mom was like, don't worry, she's Black. And I just loved these. The daughter asked me to flex. And then the teenager who was worried about the macaroni and she's still talking about it. Turned up. And then I made like a strawberry crunch cheesecake. You know those like little strawberry ice cream bars? It was like that. Oh my gosh, so divine. We actually still have like one slice left in the fridge, but Ruben's gonna have that. And then I made greens. Those were good. I don't like love greens like that, so they were good, but they were just greens. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. And so going to SeaWorld today with Reagan, and my niece and my, with the family, except for Ruben. Ruben's at Masters USA's. He has 2 clients competing today. Prep starts tomorrow. So once we get back from SeaWorld, y'all, like, divine. Once we get back from SeaWorld, I'm prepping my meals and stuff because prep starts tomorrow. Now, realistically, I'm just going to have like 2 days of prep, and then my birthday is on Wednesday. My family is doing Thanksgiving also on Wednesday, but then Thanksgiving is on Thursday, and Ruben said I could also have Thanksgiving. So then I basically have 2 days to do kind of whatever I want. I'm not going to go super duper crazy. Probably Thursday will just be leftovers, right? And then we're back on. Like I said before, we're not going straight all the way down. We're 13 weeks out, so we do have time to ease into it, and hopefully my body will adjust better than it did for Ben Weider. Like, we're not starting off at... Like, I was back, right after the Olympia, I was back on literally my 1,000 calories. It's horrible. But, like, I'm on, like, 2,000 right now. Or I will be on 2,000 once we start, and only, like, 30 minutes of cardio. So we're going to ease into it because, obviously, we're already closer to the body that we need to be in than we normally would start prep. So, anyway, I'm very excited. I'm, like I already said, I'm very, like, mentally prepared to have a very good prep. And like I said in whatever my last video, I think that maybe is because I have no expectations to win this show. So I literally can just like do the best that I can and have fun and enjoy the experience. Like, it's the Arnold, you guys. I did not enjoy the Olympia at all when I competed because I was so damn nervous. I was so damn nervous for no reason because I knew I wasn't going to win. But I was like, I want to be in the top 10. Like, I was just like trying so hard to get accolades. Like, mentally, I was consumed with that it just ruined my prep. And I just wasn't there yet. I just was not good enough yet. It's not that I had a bad prep or anything like that. I just wasn't good enough yet. So I still got last place. But now I'm just like, yeah, it would be nice to be, I don't know who's going to be on the list, so it's hard to say. It would be nice to rank. It'd be amazing to be in the top 6, top 5. I think realistically, based on who I think has applied, I think top 5 is probably the highest that I'll go. Kate Arrington got top 4 one year, but again, people are getting better every single year. So I don't know that top 4 is something I believe that I can realistically do. But I would say I would like to rank. I do think that I can rank no matter who the lineup is, unless it's the top 6 from the Olympia, which it's not because Allison's not doing it and Taylor's not doing it. I do think that I can rank, but I'm not focusing on that at all. I'm focusing on this is your last show, potentially for a very, very, very long time. like, let's go out with a bang. Let's finish on a note. Like, to be honest, I wish I would have finished on Titans. Like, not because of how I ranked Evan Meter, but just because of how I did, right? Like, how I looked. I didn't feel bad, but I didn't feel the way that I felt after Titans, right? Like, after Titans, I was so lit. I was like, that's what I came to do, right? Like, that's what I want to feel like after Arnold. Even though the chances of me winning are, like, 0%, I want to feel like after I get off the stage and prejudging, like, yes, that was it. And after I get off the stage in the routine, I'm like, yes, that was it. Like, that's who I am. So, anyway, I don't even know where I was going with that, but we're starting prep. About to drink my coffee. It's still very hot. And then I'm going to get Reagan up so we can go to SeaWorld. We're going to wear matching shirts. And she's in hers. Hers is also like a little muted leopard. It's not near me. And it says mini. They're so cute. Come on, everyone! Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh.
Hey, Joe.
Touch it. Two fingers. I touched it! Yeah, I touched it!
They're like deeper.
Good morning, everyone. It's Monday. What is today, Reagan? The 25th? Yep, because tomorrow's the 26th and Wednesday's the 27th, my birthday. So we're just sitting outside of boot camp. Reagan had gymnastics this morning. She's out of school all week. Oh, she had gymnastics this morning. And now we just have like this gap of time before boot camp starts. I have a headache. I do not feel good. We went to SeaWorld yesterday and I think I did too much. I did too much with the food. What's up, Reagan?
And my cousin throwed up.
Your cousin throwed up.
Like 2 times.
2 times. Yeah. But I actually felt like I had to throw up too. Mostly I don't know why Joey was sick, but I was doing too much with the food. We had the all-day dining plan, which meant every 90 minutes you could go, like, basically order a meal at one of the restaurants. And obviously, like, you want to get your money's worth, even though my mom paid for it. But I ate, like, a chicken tender sandwich. I didn't eat that much food, to be honest. Like, we were there all day. We were there from 10 to, like, 8. Chicken tender sandwich, popcorn. I had, like, a carne asada burrito. I only ate, like, half of that thing. I had breadsticks, I had a churro, I had some of my mom's funnel cake, I had a sangria. Okay, remember when I said I didn't eat that much? I did eat a lot. I just didn't eat that many times. But anyway, I got home, I told Ruben, I was like, I do not feel well. I did go to the bathroom this morning, so I felt a lot better instantly, but like all last night, I was like, I am unwell. Anyway, day 1 of prep, I gotta finish this water. I have not had any, that one sip you saw me take is the only water I've had today. I had coffee this morning. I had coffee this morning. Good. But yeah, we're starting prep, y'all. I am nervous. Why am I so nervous? To be honest, I'm not nervous about prep. I'm nervous about this list. Like, I can't imagine that I wouldn't be on the list. I competed, just spit out ice. I competed so much and I ranked a lot. But I don't know. I'm just nervous that I'm not going to be on it. So anyway, that's it. I didn't take check-ins this morning. I meant to take check-ins, but Reagan was like on my body and she was tossing and turning, so I didn't really want to like wake her up. So I didn't take check-ins this morning, but I did get on the scale. I was 143. But again, I ate a lot last night. We are going to go in a minute.
Let's go in now.
But I ate a lot last night and I drank alcohol. So we're going to see, like, I'm going to take check-ins, probably not tomorrow because I train early in the morning. Or Wednesday because I train early in the morning. I don't know when I'm going to take check-ins.
Mommy.
But
Mommy.
This is going to be the end of this video. Yes, baby?
There's a white bird and a black bird.
There's a white bird and a black bird. Okay, I have to tell you guys the story really fast after what I just say. I'm going to end this video. There will not be check-ins in this video. My next video, maybe I'll start with check-ins or I'll just end it with check-ins like I always do. Anyway, last story. This has nothing to do with prep, but it's just a funny story. It's not funny. It's a story from SeaWorld. So we went to SeaWorld, and I don't know if you guys know, like, you probably don't. Why would you know this? There's hawks out here, like in California. That's actually like the mascot of my high school was a hawk, and the mascot of our elementary school is a hawk. Anyway, there's hawks out here. Hawks are like predator birds, for those who don't know. So we're at SeaWorld. There's birds, right? We're outside. There's birds. We are sitting there eating. You guys, 2 feet away from our table, a hawk comes and attacks a pigeon. It's like, literally, you guys, when I say 2 feet, I mean 2 feet, 24 inches. And the girls are like, oh my gosh. And we're like, oh my goodness. And this hawk just like holds on to the pigeon. And we're like, oh my gosh, it's like choking out this pigeon. And then it like carries it over to another little area, and then it starts eating the pigeon. And Joey's crying. Ashley's like, oh my gosh. My mom's like, just like stunned. And of course, me and Jason and Reagan are like, this is so cool. We could not stop looking at it. We literally walked away. We went to the bathroom, and then me and Jason were like, we want to go back and see like what's going on with that bird. So anyway, now what Reagan just said, that whole story, just to give context to what Reagan just said, she's like, there's a white bird and a black bird. Because that's...
Like two.
Because now I think she's going to associate like seeing 2 birds that are not the same type of bird, because she saw 2 seagulls and she's like, but they're the same type of bird, so they're not going to eat each other. Seeing 2 different types of birds, now she's like, yeah, one of those is going to eat the other one. That's not really how it works though, Reagan. So anyway, that's it, you guys. It does work that way. Okay. Anywho, let's just go. We're about to go to boot camp. Do that again. That's it? Isn't you?